Hey, Good Fox here. Today we got JGarcia back for the last in our budget series. I don't know if you guys are getting emotional, but I sure am. Jay, how are you doing?
I'm actually pretty emotional right now.
Yeah, it's the end of an era, but we're talking about outfielders today. Let's just get right into it. Who you got up for us first?
First guy, 75, right fielder on the Rangers, and it is none other than Nomar Mazara. He is a lefty, and he's really tall. And what I like about him is that he can absolutely tank righties, and he costs, 60 to, 140 subs?
Yeah.
Solid. If you're not a big fan of platoon guys, then I would not recommend using him. But if you are a big fan of platoons, then 100%, you gotta use Nomar Mazara. He has 78 contact, 80 power versus righties. Arm strength coming in at 75. I value arm strength big time in this game. You'll see people using Charlie Blackmon a lot in this game, and I think players like that with like 50 arm strength in the outfield, it's just like I think it's stupid because it just makes you so much less competitive. That's just my personal take, but yeah, I really think that that 75 arm strength will come in handy. Decent speed. Go ahead.
So this card, it almost seems like it'd be better for the bench to come in and hit.
You could
righties.
say that, but the thing is, you face a lot more righties in this game than you do lefties.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you can 100%. You could make the argument that he's a pretty solid pinch hitter as well. I mean, he is a solid pinch hitter, but better serviced on the bench than he is in the field.
I see what you're saying.
So,
all right,
yeah.
thanks. Nice. All right, next up, who you got?
All right, now here's a trendy pick, and so one that should be of no surprise to anyone watching this video that is playing this game, and it's none other than Franklin Gutierrez, who has somehow earned 91 power against both righties and lefties. How this happened, who knows? But he has it, and he has 57 contact versus righties, 91 power versus righties, 77 contact versus lefties, 91 power versus lefties. So then he has 82 fielding, 88 arm strength. Like, I don't even understand how he's bronze. I don't understand how he got these stats, but what I do understand is you've got to make sure he has a spot in your lineup if you need someone that can hit the ball pretty well and pretty far. So it's definitely one of the most expensive bronze cards in the game, if not the most expensive, coming at 350 to 420 stubs. But he plays like an 84. So yeah, but I should warn you guys, in around 2 weeks, they're going to start out the roster updates, and I don't know if he's going to be able to hold that 91 power very long, because he's going to have to play at a pretty absurd pace in order to retain those attributes.
Yeah, because that's upper threshold, upper tier power right there.
Oh yeah, you don't see that every day. Like, you don't see that on very many players in this game.
Yeah, I gotcha. So great card there for the next few weeks at least.
Yeah,
with that Gutierrez. All right, thanks. Who else? Who you got next for us?
Another guy just like Mazara. We got Jock Peterson, fan favorite. He has really low play vision, but he has 60 contact, 90 power versus righties. Fast, solid fielder, yeah. Once again, you can make the argument that he is better serviced on the bench, but I think that his speed and fielding are definitely able to be utilized in the field. So I think he's a solid player, and he comes into 76, 145 subs. So it's not too much,
No, and 99 discipline on it. Like, how frequently? That's when you check your swings. How frequently do you do check swings?
Yeah. It happens decent on this game, at least for me. And I've actually noticed that stat might be playing a bigger role in years past, because some of my guys with lower discipline go through on check swings more often than
obviously guys with high discipline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. All right, so another great card for your outfield. Who you got up next?
All right, next I have Steven Piscotty. He's a right fielder on the Cardinals, and he's pretty much like a utility guy. And what I mean by that is he can kind of hit for power, but he's more of a contact guy, and he's just solid. It's like a staple, I'd say. Like, it's just like, you know what you're gonna get from him. You're gonna get maybe a couple home runs, but mostly a good amount of hits and decent fielder, and then decent speed. Just all around, just decent player, and for a pretty good price.
And then his clutch stat is at 96, which is crazy. And do you see? What do you think of that clutch stat?
Yeah, definitely something to take into consideration. I mean, if you're playing conquest games, you'll probably need a couple boosts if you're in tight situations. And I don't
Yeah.
really know how much of a boost clutch may provide compared to the other metals, or I don't know what are they called again. Are they traits? You know what I'm talking about, like the day vision hitters.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that. You know about that? So I don't know how much of a role clutch
The
plays compared
quirks.
to those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The quirk.
quirks.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
That's a good question, and I don't know if they've talked about it much at all. They talked about it a little bit, but I guess we'll see if his clutch matters. Like, what is it for? Like one quarter of his at bats if he gets in the later
Yeah,
innings. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not sure, but yeah. Actually, and we're gonna go off we're gonna go off the list actually, and go
Okay.
into Kevin Kiermaier actually right now
All
for my
right.
next guy, and he goes along with these quirks as well. I actually did not think Kevin Kiermaier was going to be a solid option originally because he has
Oh.
pretty poor hitting stats, but he has like 5 or 6 quirks, and that really like makes his game go up much better, makes him play much better. So he has 66, 54 against righties, 57, 43 against lefties. Once again, these are the stats that made me think, all right, he's kind of buns. But then you go ahead and go to his fielding, and you see, wow, he's 99 fielding, 99 arm strength, 88 arm accuracy, 88 reaction. And he has 86 speed. So in the field, God. But his quirks are actually, I think he has day hitter and a couple others that make his stats go up a little bit. And maybe those stats, every little bit might make a difference. And that might make him overall a much better player. So right now, actually, he has a daily rating +7, which is always nice to see. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be giving him a shot. And he does come in actually at a decently hefty price. What, 1,200 stubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah, not bad, but like a great fielder if you
the
need somebody to
best.
cover some ground for you. But yeah, 1,000 stubs. All right, nice suggestion for Kiermaier for guys who have a little bit more stubs. Who else? Who else you got for us?
All right. Next up, we have one of my favorite players, Mark Trumbo, because I'm an Orioles fan. So he against righties, this dude just absolutely balls out. He has 74 contact, 90. Wow, hold on. 74 contact righty, 90 power righty, and 57-85 against lefties. Definitely in the field. If you play him in right, I'm sure he's fine. Well, not I'm sure he's fine. He is fine because I've played him there, and he's fine. First base, secondary. If you want to play him at first base, you can definitely do that as well. But yeah, when you think of outfielders, definitely have to take into consideration fielding and arm strength. So what he lacks in fielding, he kind of makes up for in arm strength with 79. He has pretty solid speed. Yeah.
All around
So
well balanced card, but with that could just absolutely jack it.
yeah, absolutely. And he comes in at what, 350 to 400, 350
Yeah.
to 460 subs. Yeah. So I mean, for a power guy, yeah. I mean, I'd say it's a fantastic option.
Yeah, perfect. This is a great looking card in my opinion too.
Yeah,
Nice
absolutely.
suggestion. Yeah. All right, who's up next?
All right, now this is one of my favorite cards in the game, and I have Diamond Orlando Cepeda, Diamond Jonathan Lucroy. And I think I have like 4 golds, but this card is still my number 3 hitter, and it's none other than JD Martinez. He plays on the Tigers. He's a right fielder, and comes in with 85, 74 against righties, 81, 89 against lefties. So this dude tears the cover off the ball.
Yeah.
Fantastic arm strength at 81. 50 speed is what it is, and fielding's kind of low. And he's made a couple errors for me, not like 2 in all the. I've played him since the first game I played, so I've been playing a lot, and he doesn't make really many errors, but he has a fantastic arm, and at the plate, oh my God, he absolutely tears the cover off the ball. So I think if you have a spot open for you in right field and you have the stubs to afford, what is it, 2,000 to 1,700?
Yeah, 1660.
Yeah, so definitely lofty, but I that's a good purchase.
Yeah, definitely will become a middle of your order type of guy right there.
Yeah.
But that's cool. I think that's it for outfielders, right?
Yeah, actually, I'll probably I'll add in one more real
Okay.
quick. It's none other than Yasmani Tomas. He's a right fielder for the Diamondbacks, and I'm only mentioning him because he's a pretty good platoon guy if you're going to use Nomar Mazara, or if you want a pinch hitter that can rake lefties. Today in DD, he has 99, 92 against lefties with his inside edge, which is obviously ridiculous. But even without daily rating, he's 86, 77. So yeah, definitely a player that you should consider picking up if you need a pinch hitter or platoon guy against lefties.
And he's got
Yeah, he's
beautiful
pretty
arm
cheap.
strength.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's an absolute cannon too. Great player.
Nice.
And,
Thanks.
and he has a secondary or third base, so take 5% off of all those fielding stats, and you can play him at third base too. But yeah, that's kind of a low reaction for me. But yeah, once again, yeah, fantastic player to use against lefties.
Perfect. Thanks, JGarcia, and thank you for your hard work on all of the budget lists that we've seen and enjoyed so much.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I guess I'll talk to you later, man.
Absolutely, man. Take care.
Yep.